In this final phase of GASCO modernization journey, the organization has confidence now. All the business process except core finance are already running on modern platform. With risk being reduced and system being validated, GASCO makes a final move. General ledger, account payable, and accounts receivable are migrated to Dynamics 365 Finance. With finance living on Dynamics, SAP ECC is fully retired. No parallel system, no technical debt carried forward. Throughout the journey, Yasco followed one non negotiable rule: no customization inside the ERP, whether it's old or new. Remember the custom pipeline inspection tool that once lived inside the SAP? Yasco was able to rewrite it, not just rewrite, rebuild it in no time in Dynamics using the Microsoft Power Platform tools like Power Apps, Power Automate, and Copilot Studio. Now, the application lives outside the ERP. That means the future upgrades of Dynamics happen cleanly without breaking the custom logic. Now, let's look at a simple example, which is centralized procurement workflow. In the past, this would have been coded directly into the SAP workflow, which means every change meant ABAP developmental testing and transport lifecycle. Today, the same workflow is built using Power Automate. So, how the flow works: a user submits a purchase request through an app or directly in Microsoft Teams using a chatbot. Approval logic runs in the cloud. Policies and thresholds and routing rules are all configured, not coded. Once approved, the final decision is written back to the ERP using secure APIs. If at all, if Gasco ever moves from ECC to SAP HANA or to Oracle or even to another Dynamics environment, the workflow stays exactly the same. Only the connectors are going to change. This is the digital twin strategy. And using this approach, the business process lives outside the ERP. Even though it is loosely coupled, it is reusable and then future proof ready. This approach has clear result financially. Gasco estimates over 30% saving across 5 years compared to the traditional HANA migration path. How did they do that? By leveraging existing Microsoft license and avoiding expensive custom ERP development that shrink the ERP footprint until replacement becomes simple. There is also another benefit for the employee, which is modern mobile apps replaces the gray GUI screens. So all of these are happening and the IT is delivering value today, even while the large migration continue quietly in the background. Right? Now let's see how the app looks like. Here I am as a first step or a first approach in a SharePoint where the users has uploaded the procurement document in the SharePoint, which will in turn trigger the instant cloud flow. And then the approvals are sent. How the approver is going to approve? They can directly get it in the Teams as an activity where the approver can just approve it, reject it, or whatever action is required to be done. So I have created a sample request here. So as you can see, hardware procurement approval is coming, and then either I can approve it or reassign it to somebody, reject it, add in my comments. These are my previous requests that comes in. I can open the existing one also here in the Teams itself directly, or I can save it as a PDF and then use it for further audit purpose. This is my approval request. Now, this, what you see here is the flow bot using which I can view the approval list. So you can see here it was created, contact approver, it will go to me again, and then view. It will, you can see the comments that are edited during the approval process here. Yeah, again, I can save this as a document. Now, this is the sample document that was downloaded from the approval list. It can be stored anywhere and however we want. This is how, if you don't want to go to an app, use a simple SharePoint list and a Teams app to continue with your approval. And this follows sequential approvals. Right now, I have two-step approval here, as you can see here, but it can be done depending on your rules and policies. Now, I would like to show you here an application which gives you all these details. So now what you see is Dynamics app where procurement workflow details are being displayed. You can add a new approval request here. This is like read-only user-friendly format where active procurement requests are established, who is created, what, when, and what is the amount, and what is the status here. And we have the required document section here for the procurement. And this is my approval section, who it is pending with, what is the status, what is the comment that was given, the signature, if they have done the e-signature or not. Here I have the list of approvers who can approve it, their details. Not just that, I have the vendor list because GASCO has a policy of selected vendor where they are supposed to purchase, and the vendors are listed here. If you want, you can add in a new vendor detail using the admin login, and then you can update your vendor list. Once the approval is done, it will send notifications directly. And then we track those notifications as well, as you can see here. And this is my audit logs where what was the flow looked like. And this is a section where the policies are set. If it is, so here we have a simple rule based on the threshold and the role. If you want, you can add more rules here. Either the user can log in here directly and approve the flow, or if they don't want to log in, they can use the Teams app that I showed earlier. This way, the procurement processing becomes simpler. We've also created an agent which will help us in the audit purpose. Now, you see, I've asked the agent, like, what is the approval workflow status? It is giving me all those details, like how many are pending, how many are rejected and approved. So, this way, this is a separate agent, and that chat flow agent was a different one. This is, I've created only for audit purpose here. You can get the details or get the approval list or the vendor list from this agent. This is how GASCO has modified, modernized it, procurement processing, right? So this is how GASCO completely avoids the ERP obesity using a clean core sidecar innovation approach and a digital twin that survives every ERP change. The whole solution is created by